And now back to Roger Cooper and the American Health Journal.
Fears and phobias that manifest themselves in our daily lives may be linked to a past experience, an experience we're not aware of or choose not to remember. Dealing with these fears and phobias begins with a deep look into the past through clinical hypnotherapy. In this segment, Dr. Jacqueline Sidman discusses the solutions to these fears and phobias.
In my book, The Sidman Solution, The Key to Overcoming Fears and Phobias, I give step-by-step instructions on how to discipline the subconscious mind, to pay attention to the subtle thoughts and images that come from the subconscious mind, which we thought were not going to be any important. We thought they couldn't help you. They thought that they didn't mean anything, and by now you're older and you don't think that anything early could possibly have an effect on your real life, and sometimes fears and phobias don't kick in until later in life, as other problems as well. And you think, how could being beat up by the bully have anything to do with now? But it does. And I'm here to tell you that once people actually do the step-by-step instructions, those problems disappear. It's absolutely amazing. It's different and it works. And so I'm here to tell you about how the subconscious mind affects all these problems later in life, even though you think they're long gone. They can't hurt you anymore. Let me give you a little example. Tom Hanks in the movie Da Vinci Code talked about his phobia, about getting into a closed-in place. And he couldn't go into an elevator, he couldn't go into a van, and later he explains he fell into a well as a child. Well, here's my point. He's not a child, nor is he in a well. But the subconscious mind still kicks in the same reactive pattern, and that reactive pattern comes from the defense mechanism saying, don't go there, danger, danger. But there's no more danger. I call it a phantom foe. It doesn't exist anymore. Just like somebody who has a phantom limb, they've had a limb amputated and yet they still feel pain there. So people that have fear of birds, or they have a fear of freeways and they can't drive the freeway. I mean, it can be a full-blown phobia. It could go into agoraphobia. It could go into a phobia of just looking at a bird. I had a client who looked at birds. She couldn't even look at my business card that had birds on it. She never in her life cooked a piece of chicken. She couldn't walk outside because they might have birds there. She is now completely cured of it.
Dr. Sidman was just fantastic. I had terrible, terrible phobias of birds and of death from childhood, of abuse that happened to me as a child, and it just really ruled my life. And like not looking at a chicken or a turkey, or being able to cope with that, or going in a restaurant that has stuffed animals, or a museum, would never do that. And so Dr. Sidman got me through everything. There was no pain, no suffering. I got through it. And not only got through it, she just helped so much. It was just a very natural feel.
Mind. And the mind governs the body. And I'm here to tell you that if you work directly with the mind, the body and the emotions heal.
I was afraid to try things. I was afraid to do things. I was afraid of what people would say about me or think about me, that type of thing. And so it really kind of I almost felt like I was disabled in a sense where I couldn't pursue anything. Because I had more confidence in myself, I was able to go out more and meet people. And through that, I met my wife now, Karina. And just recently got married, and it's going great. I think that if I hadn't gone through the program, I don't think I would have even met Karina, because a lot of our interests probably would have been a little different.